Help. Help is such a tricky word. It should not undermine someone, it should empower someone. Whenever I have asked for help in terms of compassion, empathy, kindness, love, nurturing, being a human, not in practical ways of doing my chores or running my house or running my ventures or sustaining my financial stability or anything like that. It comes with an undermining title, a girl who's living alone or a girl who is in need of help. Help should empower, not undermine the person who's seeking help. With my grief, with my car accident, with a recent incident of being taken advantage by a trusted friend who was like a father figure to me. I needed help with my mental illnesses, with my panic attacks, with my anxiety, with professional help when I was seeking for it. I needed help when I needed medical help. I took myself to the ER several times by myself, but I am a human being and I needed help as a human being. And a lot of people need help being a human. So, doing it all alone, a lot of my help came from different unexpected resources or from 1,000 miles away. I have a global family. I have a Dutch father who talks to me. I have a spiritual brother who was checking on me on every day. I have very few selected friends who understands my challenges and who visits or who helped me a lot, who stayed with me when I was going through a nervous breakdown and I could not help myself being a person because I was the person who was unwell. Few weeks ago when I was going through a nervous breakdown and I needed professional help. I needed help being a human, and when my unprofessional help, professional therapist left me alone in that manic episode and in traumatized situation, I needed help. My help came from unexpected sources, from everywhere I didn't expect from, and I have a global family. It came from 1,000 miles away. People were there from their phones, texting, messaging, calling, checking on me every day. I have a Dutch father. I have a spiritual brother 1,000 miles away, and when someone wants to be there, they will be just there. Or there are people who live next door and they won't even realize or offer a hug. I needed help for a hug, nothing else. Everything else, I was doing it all by myself, proudly, nicely, and bravely. I never ask for help for doing my chores or doing my work. I do everything. I'm running several ventures and I'm going through living with mental illnesses and telling you my story for creating mental health awareness as well. I have been working as an artist for last 10 years and exhibiting abroad, and I'm going to bring my exhibitions here so my people can see my work about that here as well. For all those who have judged me for telling my story or judged me or taunted me to getting that support. I am a person who was abused brutally and then I don't have a family. And what are friends for? Friends are for in need. When I need a hug, when I need to rent, when I need to talk about grief, for example. I can't be just pretending to be good and alive and happy, which I was doing for so many years, and a lot of people are doing and suffering in silence because people don't understand. We are expected to have a certain way of, being friends, then they are fair weather friends and you don't need them. Friends are those that you can talk to without being judged or misunderstood. Friends are those who can, give you a shoulder to cry on. And I got that shoulder from the unexpected sources. But I want to mention other things as well. That I love myself, I give myself a lot of credit for offering help also. I've been there for friends when in need. I was this friend who my friends can count on in everything possible. I try to help my internees, my students, mentoring and promoting artists as a curator, doing projects all over by myself. When I am taking help, I'm offering help also. And to my close friends, I offer unconditional love. So I am registering what I have offered as well because I was never doing that to myself. And at this stage, at the age of 35, after learning and going through so much that one can't imagine, I am giving myself a strength as well. I am registering that I also need rest and I also need this break that I have been through a lot. I don't have to be strong all the time, or I don't have to take care of or dealing with the people while I was on bed, unwell, mentally unwell, and not in my senses, not able to do regular functions. So those who tried and didn't know how to do it, thank you so much for all those support, kindness, and love and care. And to all those friends who stayed with me practically there. And those who couldn't understand, it's okay. One day you will understand. It looks like I have it all, you know. Yes, I have it all and I'm grateful about it. But security should not be my concern. It should not be a concern of any woman outside in this world to be taken advantage of by other people. We should be living like a human being and it should be understood, not made fun of. When we are helping, like we are helping Gaza because we know that these people are burning, suffering, they need help. Help is a empowering word, it's not an undermining word. When I have received help, 80% of the whole image was that, oh, you are getting help. So what? I'm offering also a lot in return. Just because I'm a girl, so it should not be seen. Just because I'm a girl, so it should not be seen as an entrepreneur, just a person who looks pretty, who can't be smart or intelligent or empowering or speaking up about herself. It's like I have heard a lot of things in my social circle, dwelling on the past, keep doing it for the attention, move on, heal, forget about it. Traumas don't fall like that. It keeps affecting you. And I was looking for professional help. I was judged for that, also called a phase and everything. And I have received unprofessional help from therapists as well. There's another story which I will mention in my another vlog, but this is it right now. So if you are suffering from mental illnesses, I have accepted myself. I am flawed, but I'm unique and I'm beautiful, and I love myself for that. For taking care of myself, for speaking up, for living this life, for speaking up for myself, for moving out, for fighting so much, and then able to trust and love again after what happened in February 2020. I will tell about that story when I'm ready for it, when I'm strong enough to tell the name of this person. But I am a human being, besides being strong, brave, bold, and being my own person. And I needed help. I asked for friends, and I am grateful for those friends. But it should not be coming as a taunt. For a person who is doing it all alone, everybody needs friends. I deserve friends. I deserve love. And I am beautiful. So are you. With your mental illnesses, I am living with that, and I will be sharing more on my vlogs, and I'm producing more work about that, more series, and I will be exhibiting in Pakistan also. So tell you the whole awareness of mental illnesses, not an attention seeker. It's a lot to take on and it's a lot to work on going through that all alone. And I'm grateful for my friends, and this should come as an empowerment, not undermining me. So thank you those who stayed, who check on me, who visited me, who supported me, who sent me their messages, love and support. Thank you so much. You are all beautiful and you deserve love. Take care and much love.